So what's old becomes new. For 3 months, I've been using the iPhone 12 Pro as my daily driver to get the full experience of using the phone and to find out its pros and cons. Just like last year, the Pro line doesn't have as many color options compared to the baseline iPhones. But the color options you do get for the Pro are silver, graphite, gold, and Pacific blue. Many people were drawn towards the Pacific blue, but for my own personal tastes, I chose the graphite color option. Right off the bat, you can notice how smaller the packaging is this time around. They started announcing that they are doing this to reduce e-waste, but most people believe that it's to help cut down costs of the phone's overall price. And because of the smaller box, that means that there's no power brick included. From Apple's point of view, they say at this point you probably already have your own charging brick at home, which is funny considering that most iPhone users don't have a fast charger for their smartphones. And the cable that they did bother putting in the box is Lightning to USB Type-C. And because Apple really has never included a fast charger in most of their recent phones, people that have been using Apple's products are going to have to purchase that fast charging brick separately. Anyways, some good news is that the price of the phone is the same as last year's lineup, which makes upgrading to the new iPhones slightly less painful for you and your wallet. One of the new main features of the new iPhones is Magsafe. Something that was used to be used for MacBooks has now been reused and repurposed for their magnetic wireless chargers. And to be honest, I think they should have included this one in the box. But knowing Apple, I didn't think they would do it anyways. The design of the flat edges is a nice refresh and callback to the older iPhone 4 and 5. In combination with the stainless steel edges and frosted glass back, holding and using this phone has a nice premium feel to it. The glass on the phone is their new ceramic shield, with claims up to 4 times better drop performance. That's a big leap, especially when it comes to glass on smartphones. Speaking of which, a side note, I have dropped this phone multiple times, and the only thing that has come up is a little tiny crack at the top. But it's so small, it's hardly noticeable. Under that glass is a Super Retina XDR display. This OLED display is finally above 1080p, which for iPhones have been stuck with 1080p screen resolutions for a while now. So it's nice to see that they're finally putting their higher resolution displays on not just the 12 Pro, but the iPhone 12 lineup as well. The color and contrast of the display is amazing. The only gripe I do have with it is that the display is still only 60 Hz. Most flagship smartphones at this price point have anywhere from 90 Hz to 120 Hz refresh rate screens. But to be fair, Apple does make some of the smoothest 60 Hz experiences on a smartphone. And for the majority of Apple users, they are just fine with 60 Hz. The speakers are nice and loud, with the earpiece acting as a stereo pair. It's a nice experience not to have the audio accidentally covered up by your hand. In this newer iPhone, Apple has put their best smartphone chip in yet, the new 814 Bionic. This new processor makes the experience using the phone even snappier. Since Apple has already been ahead of the game when it comes to their chips, it seems they push even further ahead with their competition. With Face ID also getting faster because of this, using the phone you would hardly remember unlocking it. It helps make using the phone feel a lot more premium. The newest spot in the camera bump is the Lidar Scanner. With this new addition to the phone, you will not only be able to take portrait photos at night, but also allow you to do augmented reality. A major upgrade this year has been the cameras. On the phone, there are 3 12-megapixel cameras, telephoto, wide, and ultra-wide. When it comes to the camera game, iPhones have been in a major lead when it comes to shooting video on phones. With this iPhone, they take another step forward in their camera department. Their cameras can now record HDR Dolby Vision, and can I just say, it looks amazing. The color, sharpness, and smoothness of shooting with these cameras are just stunning. Using the phone as my daily driver for 3 months has allowed me to see just how amazing these cameras are. Night mode, in my opinion, still needs a little bit more improvement. Besides that, the cameras are amazing, and using them was a fun experience. Now, when it comes to price, it's hard for people to make that decision to purchase this device. There are many smartphones out there that can deliver great performance for a cheaper price. Apple sets itself as a premium brand, but now, lately, they've been expanding to different markets by introducing the cheaper iPhones. And because of that, if you need to get an iPhone and you don't want to spend over $1,000, you can settle for the cheaper iPhone 12. That doesn't mean that the iPhone 12 Pro isn't good. It's a great phone. When it comes down to it, the one that I think that would be purchased more is the cheaper iPhone 12 compared to the iPhone 12 Pro. Overall, I think the iPhone 12 Pro is a great phone, and I can't wait to see what they'll do next. I hope you guys like this review. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Let me know what you guys think about the newer iPhones down in the comments, or feel free to let me know what things you would like me to review in the future.